Hello and welcome to the second episode of the Cook With Me playlist. And this is a segment where we get to cook a full meal from scratch. And in today's episode, I'm having 3 recipes. So stick around and I hope you're going to enjoy. I'll start by preparing my rice, and for my rice I'm only going to need about 3 to 4 ingredients, and I'm going to add about a tablespoon of cooking oil, and I'm going to let it become extremely hot. Then I go in with my rice. So if at all you haven't tried out this hack, you need to try it out because inahakikishanga mchele imetokea moja moja, and it also adds some flavor to your rice. So as you can see, this is just normal rice bought from the shop. This is not branded or packed rice, and you're going to see that the end result is going to be very fluffy rice. So you should try out this method. So after about a minute of tossing my rice, I'm going to add some salt, then some water, and I measure my water to rice in the ratio of 2:1. And once it starts boiling, I'm going to set it aside. Then we can proceed to the second recipe. Second recipe, we are preparing some Ndengu or green grams, and I'll start by adding about a tablespoon of cooking oil, and once it's hot, I'm going to go in with my onions. I'm going to saute the onions. I'm not going to let them become golden brown, and once they start becoming translucent, I'm going to go in with my tomatoes. These tomatoes were very disappointing because after even chopping them into very small sizes, they were not becoming a paste as I really wanted them to. And in today's recipe, you can notice that I'm not using tomato paste because I've substituted it with some other ingredients that I'm going to be showing you in a few. And after adding my tomatoes, I'm going to go in with my ginger and garlic paste that I've made in a previous episode. You should probably check it out. It's a life and time saver. I'll stir it and add a little bit of salt so that my tomatoes can dehydrate a little bit quicker. Cover it and cook it for about a minute or 2, and then I'll be back. So for the vegetables today, I've decided to go in with some baby marrow, capsicum, and some coriander stems. I normally use tomato paste in place of baby marrow, but you should try this with some baby marrow. Baby marrow is also called courgette or zucchini. I almost forgot that. And the baby marrow really helps. Also going to add the most misused ingredient in this kitchen of mine, and that is some soy sauce. The soy sauce helps to enhance the color, and it gives your green grams a very rich color, and I vouch for that. I'll stir it, and then I'm going to simmer this on medium low heat for about 15 to 20 minutes. By then everything should be well combined and we should have a very thick stew. In the meantime, let's check on our rice, and you can see it's well done and very fluffy. So I'll set it aside and let's work on our third recipe. On to my third recipe, I'm having some steamed cabbage. First and foremost, cabbage should not be on your heat for more than 4 minutes. No matter the recipe you're trying to recreate or you're trying to come up with, do not cook your cabbages for more than 4 minutes. I'll start by adding some cooking oil, and once it's hot, you know the drill by now. I'm going to go in with my onions and I'm going to saute them for just a couple of minutes, not to turn them golden brown, but once they start turning translucent, I'm going to go in with my cabbages. And as you can see, today I'm feeling fancy and I'm using some tongs, and I'm just going to mix everything in together. I'm also going to go in with some salt and some turmeric. As you know, I do not love the taste of turmeric, but slowly I've been trying to incorporate it into my meals and I've been loving it day by day. We are making some steamed turmeric cabbage, and in the previous episode we made some turmeric rice. You should check out that recipe if at all you haven't. And within no time our steamed cabbage is ready, and this is ready for serving. I'm going to set it aside and check on my green grams, and as you can see, my green grams look yummy and they are ready. I'm going to garnish them with some cilantro or coriander, and see you on the other side as we and I'm sure you're going to love it. The rice was flavorful. It wasn't just the typical kind of plain boring white rice. The green grams, the stew was so thick and tasty, delicious too. And the cabbage was very crunchy, just how I like it. And I'm sure if at all you're going to try out this recipe, you're also going to fall in love with it. So that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you also learned something new, and don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll definitely see you in my next one. Bye.